Monday Night Football coming up tonight. We do, and we've got a preview.
Kevin Harlan here from Westwood One with a preview of Monday Night Football, sponsored by Dickey's Barbecue Pit. Kurt Warner and I are set for AFC East action with the undefeated New England Patriots at the New York Jets. Sam Darnold and the Jets are coming off an impressive win over the Cowboys, but now face the league's toughest defense. Join us and hear the NFL all season long from Westwood One.
Remember to listen to Westwood One's coverage of the NFL all season long. Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230. KXO El Centro.
Hey, frequent heartburn may keep you from running your A game, but it doesn't have to anymore. Join the Prilosec OTC 2-week challenge. Just go to prilosecotc.com. You'll get $3 off to get you started. Plus, 14 days of tips, tricks, and reminders. Just 2 weeks, zero heartburn. Go to prilosecotc.com and sign up today. Zero heartburn is possible with Prilosec OTC. Used as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Hello, Saver. At Walgreens, we like the way you save on things. Take afternoon matinees. You know they have the same endings as full-price movies. And copays on Medicare Part D prescriptions. You can get them for as low as $0 with select plans. So when you choose a plan with Walgreens as your preferred pharmacy, you know you're saving smartly. Walgreens, trusted since 1901. $0 copay on Tier 1 generic drugs available through select plans that include Walgreens as a preferred pharmacy.
It's Rocktober at El Centro Motors. Loaded 2019 F-150 starting at just $29,938. That's over $10,000 off original MSRP or 0% APR for 72 months and no payment till next year. Plus, Rocking Ranger Mania continues at El Centro Motors. 2019 crew cabs as low as $25,765 or 0% APR for 60 months and $2,000 total factory cash back. Now is the time to buy. Save now at El Centro Motors Rocktober sales event. It's that easy.
All prices after factory incentives plus tax, title, license, and dealer dock fee. F-150 VIN, 1 FTEX, 1 CP5, KKC 87214. Ranger, 1 FTER 4EH6, KLA 38366. EcoSport, MAJ 3S2 GE5, KC 264536. Fiesta, 3 FAD P4AJ 2 KM 146448. APR specials only with Ford credit and subject to approval. Ranger total cashback includes $1,500. Trade assistant cash for trading 1995 or newer vehicle. Offer expires 10/31/19. See dealer for details. Subject to prior sale.
When you want to protect your property, there's only one name you need to remember: All Valley Fence. Located at 164 North O Street in Imperial. And now there is All Valley Powder Coating for all your large and small jobs. All Valley Powder Coating gives you the same quality and service as All Valley Fence, so the job is always done right at the best price. All Valley Fence and All Valley Powder Coating is located at 164 North O Street in Imperial and 3257 East 40th Street in Yuma.
Well, don't forget Monday Night Football coming up. Well, it is Monday. It'll be the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Who are you rooting for, Gene?
Anybody that beats the New England Patriots. How about that?
You're like me. You're not a big Bill Belichick fan?
No, nor am I the quarterback himself either. You know, Inflategate.
Yes, okay. You know, I agree. Belichick may well be the very best coach ever in the history of the NFL. And Tom Brady may be the very best quarterback that ever played the game. But I'm not a big fan of either one.
Well, he does know how to check the air pressure in a football.
Yes, he does.
And that's
that is
important.
Something that's quite important. You have to have that just right.
That's right.
Yeah. Let's see. What happened on this date in history? Well, lots of things, and we'll tell you about them. But before we do, we've got birthdays. You ready for them?
I'm ready, Roy.
Actress Joyce Randolph is 95. She played Art Carney's wife on The Honeymooners.
Okay. I remember.
Yeah, Manfred Mann, 79. Guitarist Steve Cropper of Booker T and the MGs, 78. Elvin Bishop, 77. Judge Judy is 77. Actor Everett McGill is 74. Lee Loughnane of Chicago, 73. He's from the group, Chicago. And let's see. Other birthdays today. Steve Lukather of Toto, 62. Actor Ken Watanabe is 60. Actress Melora Walters is 59. Actor Jeremy Miller, 43. Actor Will Estes is 41. Actor Michael McMillan, 41. Actress Charlotte Sullivan, 36. Actor Glenn Powell, 31. And country singer Kane Brown, 26.
Enter to win a Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake.
I love cake.
Yeah! Oh, yes.
Every week, we'll give away a delicious Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake, and you could win.
I think it's time to celebrate!
Do you have a birthday?
Mm-hmm. Roger that.
Yes. Then call, email, or regular mail us the date, include your name, address, and phone number. Every Friday morning, we'll pick a winner for that week. Send us the birthdays of your family, your coworkers, and your friends. We'll put the information in our database, then send them birthday greetings on their special day. And every week, we pick a winner for the Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake.
Where no matter how you slice it, it's a piece of cake.
Let's see who will have their cake and eat it, too.
Don't wait. Enter now and get ready to win.
Oh, my God, really? That is too cool.
On AM 1230.
Let's celebrate our KXO Cold Stone Creamery birthdays today. Happy birthday, Martha Palacios, Craig Arthur, Sam Flores, Janet Thornburg, Vicky Cheatham, Steffi Ortega, Martha Talaquis, Adriana Rees, Natalie Torres, Daniel Sanchez, Carlos Del Rigo, Andrea and Caroline Crosby, they're twins, Mary Lou Aguilar, Shannon Zambrano, George Valencia Sr., Bill Loggins, Damian Flores, Denise Early, Humberto Sotelo, Jacob Acuna, Jaden Ramirez, Catriana Cianas, Keith Phillips, Kerry Van Beber, Mary Lou Manning, Patricia Mandeville, Rudy Rutten, Teresa Sanchez. And happy anniversaries to Juan and Rosie Silva and Manuel and Ana Vasquez. And each and every one of the birthdays eligible for our KXO Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cakes we award every Friday. So do you realize, I know it's hard to believe, but 140 years ago, Thomas Edison perfected a workable electric light at his laboratory in Menlo Park, New Jersey. Now, years later, Edison reflected on the rapid developments that followed his invention.
Yeah.
When I look around at the resources of the electrical field today, I feel that I would be glad to begin again my work as an electrician and inventor.
Okay, Thomas Edison, in his own words.
He sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
For 100 and some years, huh?
Yeah. So if you ever have a chance, visit the Henry Ford Museum in Dearborn, because they recreated Edison's Menlo Park laboratory there.
Well, that sounds cool.
It is.
That's, of course, that's the birthplace of the assembly line and all of that good stuff?
Yes. And, of course, Edison and Ford and Harvey Firestone, very good buddies.
What was his first name?
Harvey.
Harvey, okay, Harvey. Let's hear it for Harvey Firestone.
Let's hear it for Harveys all over the world.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Good weekend?
Yeah, it just kind of flew by. They all seem to do that.
They go by very quickly.
Very quickly.
Sometimes you try and do too much in too short a time.
Yeah, and I've never seen an October with as much going on stuffed into it. I mean, 3 and 4 deep per day.
There were about 8 different things going on Friday night, Saturday night.
Yep.
Yeah.
That there was.
Okay. We've got news. Are you ready?
We certainly do.
It's a look at world and California news headlines right now. And it is brought to you by your friends at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Yeah, they are your year-round comfort specialist.
California headline news. Red flag warnings lifted for Southern California, but there's still concern about potential wildfire activity as warm temperatures and strong winds move through. LA County Fire prepositioning extra engines and crews.
When it's windy and dry like this, very little spark or ember can start a fire, and it can get out of control before we can get on it. We do everything we can. We put engines and helicopters and aircraft on it.
Specialist Jeffrey Ziegler. Crews battling a fire in Heber overnight. Warm and windy conditions expected to last all week in the Southern California region. Could hit the northern region by midweek. 9 people hurt when a car crashes into a fire hydrant in Canoga Park. Streams of water pouring out of the street.
The whole ceiling of our store just collapsed inside the middle of the store, and water's just gushing, and there's like little kids and customers in the middle of the store.
4 of those hurt reportedly have life-threatening injuries. Deadly accident in San Jose. An SUV crashing in the center divide on Highway 101. 3 people dead at the scene. 3 more taken to the hospital. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California news headlines. They're brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning.
Yes, summer is over, but it still can get hot. You can rely on York's Affinity Premium Comfort System to keep your home cool and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology that automatically adjusts to meet demand, helping to significantly reduce your energy bill. You can stay connected via Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat with programmable reminders and selectable operating modes to optimize your comfort. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, and learn how you can move up to a new level of comfort and efficiency. Contractor's license 696216.
CBS News Update. 4 big drug companies have reached a last-minute legal settlement, averting the first federal trial in the opioid epidemic. AmerisourceBergen, Cardinal Health, McKesson, and Teva have agreed to a $260 million deal with 2 counties in Ohio. Michael O'Malley is Cuyahoga's prosecutor.
I hope the people in Washington acknowledge the situations that we have been bearing and pass laws to prevent these actions from ever happening again in this country.
CBS News legal analyst Thane Rosenberg.
This only resolves the case for 2 counties in Ohio. There are over 2,300 other cases from cities, counties, and tribes that are still unresolved, although they are now consolidated, and there is hope that today's settlement will eventually end those cases, too.
The federal trial was scheduled to begin in Cleveland this morning. The judge says he'll work out a new trial date for the remaining defendant, Walgreens. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today. Don't miss out on the St. Mary's School Halloween Carnival, the best Halloween carnival in the Valley. But of course, there are games for the kids, arts and crafts, music, a haunted house, a bouncy house, cakewalk, great food, beverages, and lots of family fun. Enter the costume contest. There'll be prizes for the cutest, the scariest, group or family, and best overall. The St. Mary's School Halloween Carnival, Thursday, October 31st. Halloween at St. Mary's Church on La Brucherie in El Centro from 5 till 10 p.m. It's Patron of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Monday morning, Interstate 8, an update on that project. Another segment is complete. Caltrans says they are opened all lanes on eastbound Interstate 8, just east of Bowker Road to just west of Barbara Worth Road. Crews had closed the 2-mile section of freeway September the 23rd to finish concrete pavement work for segment 4 of the I-8 update project. Occasional temporary lane and shoulder closures will continue along Interstate 8 just west of Highway 111 to just west of Anderholt Road and from approximately a half-mile east of the East Highline Canal Bridge to just west of the junction with Highway 98 and I-8. Construction on segment 4 of the Interstate 8 update project will continue through December. A heavily armed man was arrested early Saturday morning after a 6-hour standoff with Yuma law enforcement. The man, identified as 22-year-old Daniel Carranza Alvarez of Somerton, was said to be firing multiple gunshots in the roadway in the 2700 block of West Donley Road. Yuma County Sheriff's deputies learned the man had become agitated with family members and had begun firing a gun in the house where 3 victims were located. Carranza continued to fire multiple shots. He then barricaded himself in the house and refused to surrender. The Yuma County Sheriff's Office Special Response Team was activated along with the Yuma Police Department Special Enforcement Team, the U.S. Border Patrol BORTAC team, and U.S. Customs and Border Protection helicopter. The suspect came out of the house multiple times and attempted to shoot the helicopter. Crisis management teams attempted to negotiate with the suspect without success. Law enforcement officers entered the residence and, utilizing a tactical robot, learned that Carranza Alvarez had stashed multiple firearms throughout the house and had barricaded himself in a bedroom. At about 12:37 Saturday morning, after a 6-hour standoff, Carranza Alvarez surrendered. He was arrested and booked into Yuma County Detention Center for 4 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, endangerment, discharging a weapon at an occupied structure, and disorderly conduct. KXO News Time 7:44.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the Valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro.
IID Board is to receive a litigation update. The litigation was filed by a former IID director. Mike Abadi filed the litigation a few years ago, challenging the Imperial Irrigation District's control of local water rights. IID attorney Frank Oswalt will publicly explain what is going on as to the legal process of the litigation. It is an informational item and no action will be requested. The IID Board of Directors meet in public Tuesday afternoon in the IID Auditorium on Broadway in El Centro. That will conclude this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the Valley, in the Brawley Auto Center and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
A heart in my tasty Honey Nut Cheerios? Cereal, you trying to tell me you love me?
Actually, it's reminding you that it can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
Wait! They can help lower cholesterol? I've been so focused on the sweet, tasty taste that I completely forgot. Now I'm in love.
Learn more about making Honey Nut Cheerios part of your heart-healthy lifestyle by picking up a box at your local grocery store.
Today through next Tuesday, Lumber Liquidators Flooring Yard Sale has over 400 floors on sale, up to 50% off. It's a sale so abundant that it literally cannot fit in our showroom and must spill out onto our parking lot. Or, for the sake of the metaphor, our yard. Or is it our driveway? Let's not get caught up in semantics. What's important here is that there are many, many floors on sale, up to 50% off. These are the floors homes are built on. Lumber Liquidators Flooring.
California headline.
And it's page 2 of the local news with a look at weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
Continuing with more local news, the DEA Drug Take-Back Day is coming up this Saturday, October 26th. It will be the 18th annual National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. The purpose of the special event is to remove ever higher amounts of opioids and other medicines from the nation's homes where they are vulnerable to misuse, theft, or abuse by family members and visitors, including children and teens. This year, for the first time, the DEA will be accepting electronic vaping devices and cartridges at any of the designated drop-off locations. They will not be able to accept devices containing lithium-ion batteries. If the batteries cannot be removed, the DEA suggests individuals consult with stores that recycle lithium-ion batteries. The decision by the DEA is the result of increased concerns raised across the nation over illnesses and death caused by vaping and the high youth vaping initiation rates. Well, this week is Red Ribbon Week. It is celebrated nationwide every October. The 2019 National Red Ribbon Campaign officially launched this month with First Lady Melania Trump at the annual Red Ribbon Rally. The Drug Enforcement Administration is asking that everyone go red during the Red Ribbon Week. The National Red Ribbon Campaign is the nation's oldest and largest drug prevention awareness program. Red Ribbon Week started in Calexico following the death of DEA Special Agent Enrique Camarena, a native of Calexico. In 1985, Camarena was brutally tortured and murdered by drug traffickers he was investigating in Mexico. After his death, people began wearing red ribbons to honor his sacrifice. Today, people continue to celebrate Red Ribbon Week by wearing red ribbons, participating in community anti-drug events, and pledging to live drug-free lives. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurances.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, dry conditions with mostly sunny skies will persist through the week. High pressure over the eastern Pacific will result in a warming trend. Temperatures will peak tomorrow and Wednesday with highs in the low 90s across the Imperial and Yuma valleys. Temperatures should gradually cool through the end of the week, possibly falling below normal as a disturbance passes by to the northeast. 91 the high yesterday, 57 the low. Sunny today with a high near 90. West wind about 5 miles an hour, then turning out of the north. Clear tonight with a low around 60. Northwest wind 5 miles an hour. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 94. West wind about 5 miles per hour. 59 degrees downtown, 33% relative humidity. Wind out of the west-southwest at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Dad, they're hungry.
Siri, restaurants nearby.
Here are some options.
I want some chipotle fries.
And I want an Imperial Big Burger.
But I want a salad.
Okay, I just want a juicy burger and an ice cold beer. And I don't want to miss the game.
Everyone quiet, please. I have the place. Burgers and beer. Great food. Ice cold beer, and you can watch your favorite game.
Burgers and Beer has something delicious for everyone. Burgers and Beer. The best burgers in town.
You're welcome.
It's sports time, brought to you this morning by the Imperial Hardware Company Do-It Centers in El Centro, Brawley, and Holtville. That's where you'll find what you need when you need it. NFL football. It was the Rams beating up on the Falcons, 37-10. Bills dropped the Dolphins, 31-21. Jaguars jumped on the Bengals, 27-17. Bengals are still winless. The Vikings pounded the Lions, 42-30. It was the Colts 30, Texans 23, Cardinals 27, Giants 21. 49ers in rain-soaked Washington beat the Redskins 9-0. Titans, they topped the Chargers 23-20. Saints over the Bears 36-25. Ravens romped. They beat the Seahawks 30-16. And it was the Packers. They pounded the Raiders 42-24. Sunday night football, the Cowboys over the Eagles 3710.
As the weather begins to cool down, it's time to get back outside and enjoy the season with family and friends, which means it's also time to get some of those projects done. You know, the ones you've been putting off all summer long. When you DIY, let Imperial Hardware Company lend a hand. Visit one of our Do-It Centers today for all your landscaping and irrigation supplies, gardening tools, outdoor decor, paints and stains, grilling gear, Yeti coolers, rental equipment, and much more. You see, we know exactly what Valley residents are looking for. Because we're locally owned and family operated, serving this community for over a century. Check us out online at ImperialHardwareCompany.com. Our Do-It Centers provide the sweet spot between convenience and selection, combining the value and variety of a warehouse store with the ease of visiting a neighborhood market. And remember, we're open 7 days a week. Visit us in Brawley, Centro, or Holtville to find what you need when you need it. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company.
Well, the World Series gets underway tomorrow. It'll be the Nationals and the Astros. Max Scherzer on the hill for the Nats. Garrett Cole will take the mound for the Astros. And in other news, high school football scores, in case you missed it, Thursday night, it was Brawley beating up on Southwest 49-7. Friday night, it was Centro. They topped Imperial 38-7. Palo Verde shut out Calexico 27-0. Holtville blanked Mountain Empire 54-0. And it was Vincent Memorial shutting out the Calipatria Hornets 41-0. Monday Night Football, we've got it. It'll be the Patriots and the Jets, like we said. We'll be on the air at 4:30 this afternoon, right here on AM 1230 KXO. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company Do-It Centers in El Centro, Holtville, and Brawley. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at weather brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. U.S. stock benchmarks open modestly higher today amid optimism over tariff talks and earnings, but a decline in shares of Boeing was capping gains in the blue chip index. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 31 points at 26,801. Boeing stock was extending its decline to a two-month low, down 4.4% following a report on Friday that said that internal messages suggest the company misled federal aviation authorities about the safety of the 737 MAX jet. The S&P 500 index, meanwhile, is up 15 points at 3,000.68, while the NASDAQ Composite Index climbed 54 points to 8,143. China's Vice Premier Li He said Washington and Beijing have laid the groundwork for success in the first phase of its attempt to carve out a resolution to its trade disagreement. China and the U.S. have made substantial progress in many aspects and laid an important foundation for a Phase 1 agreement, said China's top trade negotiator at a technology conference in Nanchang on Saturday.
One medical center in Imperial County is focused on you, Pioneers Memorial. Now, Pioneers and its Center for Joint Replacement is the first to receive the prestigious national designation as a Center for Excellence by the DNV organization. The Center for Joint Replacement at Pioneers is a team of specialized medical experts focusing on the individual needs of our patients. And as always, Pioneers means personalized care, where every patient receives the commitment of many with the focus on one, you.
It will be sunny today with a high near 90. West wind about 5 miles an hour, then turning out of the north. Clear tonight with a low around 60. Northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Tuesday sunny with a high near 94. West wind about 5 miles an hour. And right now, downtown, we're looking at 59 degrees, 32% relative humidity, wind out of the west-southwest at 5 to 7 miles per hour. Your border wait an hour and a half downtown, no waiting Century, 45 minutes pedestrian. Eastport, a 40-minute wait, 10-minute Century, 40 minutes at the Ready Lane. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, the leading medical center in the Imperial Valley. At Pioneers, it's the commitment of many with a focus on one, you. When you have a chance, check out our website, KXORadio.com. Follow us on Facebook and tune in to the KXO channel on YouTube.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. Crews are out this morning in the Dallas area after a powerful tornado damaged homes and knocked out power last night.
You could just hear everything, like just the windows breaking. You could hear stuff upstairs shattering. Like it was really crazy.
No fatalities reported, but at least 3 people needed hospital treatment. CBS's Omar Villafranca had to take shelter in a closet with his family when the weather turned violent.
More than a dozen schools in the Dallas area are closed today because they have some sort of damage. Crews have been going door to door and actually checking on people, make sure they're okay. And we can confirm that we saw a lot of power crews out here. They are working nonstop to try to restore the power.
There's scattered storm damage in other states in the region. 1 person was killed by a falling tree in Arkansas. 3 drug distributors and a drug maker have struck a $260 million deal to head off the first federal opioid trial. This affects 2 counties in Ohio that brought the case. Summit County is one of them. And County Executive Eileen Shapiro says it'll help those directly impacted by opioid addiction and abuse.
To help these families rebuild, get as healthy as they can, and move forward is what we're trying to do.
There's still more than 2,600 other lawsuits nationwide that look to hold the industry accountable. Since the Parkland school massacre in Florida, the local county sheriff has been under an intense spotlight.
Governor Ron DeSantis' proclamation says he suspended Broward Sheriff Scott Israel for these reasons.
Neglect of duty and incompetence for the...
And more, but a Senate special master says Israel should be reinstated. DeSantis' new attorney has presented new evidence not in that report. Senate President Bill Galvano says lawmakers need time to consider it.
What I didn't want is having a prejudgment announced publicly.
Democrat Israel says his suspension was politically motivated. Republican DeSantis says it wasn't. And Parkland families on both sides of the aisle say they just want Israel out. Peter King, CBS News, Orlando.
Defense Secretary Mark Esper says U.S. forces leaving northern Syria for western Iraq will defend oil fields from ISIS and other forces.
We have a ways to go, if you will, weeks, not days. And we want to be very deliberate. We want to make sure that the safety of our forces is top of the list.
Residents of a Kurdish city pelted U.S. troops in their vehicles with potatoes as they drove through, heading out of Syria. Officials in Chile say the death toll from weekend of violent economic protests has now risen to 11. The country's president, extending a state of emergency, said Chile is at war. Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 16 points. NASDAQ is up 58. This is CBS News.
Capital One is reimagining banking, offering accounts with no fees or minimums that can be opened in 5 minutes. Capital One. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A. Member FDIC.
Walgreens knows the scariest thing about Halloween isn't skeletons or ghosts. It's running out of candy. With every doorbell, your candy bowl shrinks to nothing. Lucky for you, Walgreens is minutes away so you can get in and out quickly. Select varieties of fun and snack-sized candy bags or buy one, get one free, like Kit Kat, Snickers, and Butterfinger. Grab these deals before they vanish as fast as your candy bowl. Walgreens, trusted since 1901. Offer valid in-store and online 10/20 to 10/31 with card while supplies last.
Staples is more than a place you go to buy a printer.
It's where an associate showed me the printer that works best for my business.
Like the all-new HP LaserJet Pro 400 printers with advanced wireless and security. And they're easy to set up.
I need all of that.
Right now at Staples, get up to $200 off the HP LaserJet Pro 400 series.
The best printers at great prices.
Staples, for your business tech and beyond. In-store only. Ends 11/16/19. See associate or staples.com/HP400 series for details.
In an era of identity theft, the advice is keep your Social Security number close.
Schools, a doctor's office, booking travel, and a workplace application all have one thing in common. The Social Security Administration says when dealing with any of those institutions, don't give out your Social Security number because, generally speaking, you don't have to. Ryan Anderson with the University of Texas Center for Identity tells what's at stake.
Once that Social Security number is compromised, you can't change it. It's very, very difficult to get a new Social Security number.
Employers don't need your Social Security number until you've been hired. Stephen Kaufman, CBS News.
The first living Iraq war vet to receive the Medal of Honor says he will not run for the New York congressional seat being vacated by Republican Chris Collins. David Bellavia lost to Collins in a 2012 GOP primary. Collins pleaded guilty in an insider trading case. Bellavia says he's taking a new job with the Army. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Hey, let me call you back, man.
Hey man, how's it going?
Hi, so I have this stain and I heard you're the guy.
Say no more. Valley Dry Cleaning's got you covered. There you go, man.
Cool, man. Hey, man, you got it out. What'd you guys do?
Let's just say we've got a secret weapon.
Thanks, man.